Welcome. This is Matt Saucy, and welcome to Alamo City Dispute Center Conflict Management. And we wanted to talk to you about a couple things. Uh, our theme for this whole project, by the way, is do divorce differently, do disputes differently. And in my area of practice as a family law attorney, in my area of practice in doing amicus work and doing parent facilitation work, I'll tell you what you already know. Communication is typically the reason why, or failure to communicate is typically the reason why you end up in court. So the question is going to be, how do you communicate with your co-parent? And sometimes delicately. And so I want to teach you some things that we learned along the way and some of the things that you need to start thinking about. So in addition to the course materials, we provided these video supplements. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is linear versus parallel thinking. And really the idea is what are we talking about? And in linear, the whole idea is you are providing an exchange over a particular topic. And this particular topic may be discussing how we're going to, as co-parents, work through a situation where our child could have ADHD. Dad, I'm talking to you. I think our kid's having some issues with ADHD. I think we need to get this child some medicine. Okay. And so you would expect back a response about um, why do you think that way? What could we do possibly to talk to a doctor? Things of that sort. And typically, when you're going through divorce, you do not get a linear response. You get a parallel response. And the parallel response is this person is reacting to what you are saying and responding and directing in a different format. So if your question was, what do we do with our son who we believe we have ADHD? The response you might get back is, why do you think is wrong with our son? What do you think is wrong with me? What are you saying that's wrong with our family? Why are you in control of things? Why are you directing things this way? I want to talk to my lawyer. I want to see a judge. And we need to put an end to this. So understanding linear thinking means you need to understand parallel thinking as well. And you simply want to look for those clues where you can redirect this person back to the conversation, maintain the linear structure, and avoid the parallel tangent if you can. At least understand that it's there. Second thing we want to talk to you about today, one of the basic tools that you can understand is the notion of context, and understand the notion between low context and high context. And if you're a low context person, you're going to mean what you say. Okay. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. And that's the beginning of the conversation and that's the end of the conversation. If I'm coming to you and I'm saying there's a problem with our child who has ADHD, I'm telling you that that is what's wrong because these are the words I'm using and this is what I'm asking. Words are the way that I communicate. So a high context person would look at the situation differently. A high context person may hear what you're saying and say, I understand what you're saying, but I'm looking at you. You're raising your eyebrows, you're shrugging your shoulders, and really based on the conversation that you're telling me, I can tell you that what you think is there's something wrong with my family, there's something wrong with me, that you're trying to take control over this situation, you're trying to dictate the terms to me. And I'm not really digging you, and I'm not digging what you're having to say. So I'm not really hearing that there's any problem with ADHD. To me, that's not the issue at all. The issue is you're trying to control me. So these are some basic things that we are teaching at the conflict management class. These are some things we learned from Cornell that we're passing on to you. And these are the ways that you can learn to structure conversations, avoid pitfalls, and avoid unnecessary conflict. So appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you at the class. Thank you.